so much for all of you covering the event during the holiday weekend. We thank you for all of you tuning in around the world on pay-per-view. We thank you as well. But I want to thank this man for a memorable performance here at the War Grounds, a two-time WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the world. New Orleans needs to be very proud of this man, because guess what? The champ reigns supreme yet again. Regis Prograis in 11th round knockout over Jose Zepeda. Regis, congratulations. My goodness, talk to us about your performance. It was mesmerizing. You came into his backyard, you took out the crowd early in the fight, and then you finished it in spectacular fashion.
First off, I just want to thank everybody. Man, the dude was tough. Jose Zepeda was definitely tough. When you leading up to the fight, when you get here, the week leading up to the fight, you always, in your head, you kind of always think about how the fight will go. But I would have never thought that fight would have went that way. I really take my hat off to him. I feel like he will be a champion, but it's just not his night tonight. But he was definitely tough.
Did I hear correct in the post-fight interview that you said with Raul Marquez? I believe you stated that this was the toughest guy you've ever fought. You fought everybody. Is that what you said, or did I hear wrong?
Yeah, he was definitely. I think he was definitely probably the toughest guy I fought. Yeah.
Before I go over to the media, why so?
He took a lot of punches. He did hit hard. You can tell by his knockouts, he does have a lot of power. He was quicker. He did have a good jab, and he was just, strong. He definitely was strong. So yeah, I feel like he definitely probably one of my toughest opponents, if not my toughest opponent.
All right, if you have questions for Regis Prograis, raise your hand. Also have to acknowledge Sam Kabatsky, Richard Schaefer, Bobby Benton as well, a part of Team Prograis, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions for Regis Prograis, by all means, and state your media affiliations.
I'm involved with the electronic permit for EUR at that time. Tell us about the strategy that you came into that first round with. Did it work out evenly until the middle round? Well, how did it go in your mind?
Well, first round, I wanted to come out. My coach was telling me go ahead and box him, and I just knew he was looking for that left hand. I know he has big power in the left hand, so he was looking for that left hand. So for me, I definitely was watching the left hand, especially early. He caught me with a few of them late, but of course later the body is more tired, so it'll take some steam off of it. So the first round, I was just kind of, looking for that, but then he was hitting me with some hard jabs. And then I think probably by the second or third round, I started kind of moving my head, and he was missing a lot of punches. When I started moving my head movement, the jabs was going over my head. All he hit me on the top of my head. And then after that, after a few rounds, he kind of caught on to that. So then Bobby told me, listen, start boxing again. And when I start boxing, that's when I start running him into punches. And then, the 11th round, I caught him, and that was it.
Stephen Cordeño, KR Sports. Congratulations, Regis, on winning the championship two-time. During the fight, did you feel Zepeda was getting maybe a little weaker? You were breaking him down, maybe to the body towards the end. The last couple of rounds, did you feel he was slowing down, that maybe you could get the stoppage before the fight?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I remember one good body shot. I hit him with a real good body shot, and I don't know if y'all can tell, but I hit him with a real good body shot, and he kind of, he just kind of started balling up, and then it was like right at the end of the round, but then he still was hurt at the beginning of the next round, and I think that was like the beginning of kind of breaking him down. I probably should have, maybe I could have got the stoppage a little earlier if I would have, stayed on the pressure, but yeah, he started getting weaker, and I felt that he was, I won't say that he's a front runner, but I felt like my win was better. So, in a fight, I'm conscious about what's going on, so I'm looking at the cards, and I saw 10th round, then 11th round. I was like, all right. And then I told Bobby, I was like, listen, I feel like, what you think the score is? You think that I'm winning? He was like, oh, it might be closer. I have a lot of people in California, but at the same time, he's from California. So, he was like, the scorecards might be closer than you think. So then I just picked it up, and then I got the stoppage.
Regis, you've told us even in your fighter meetings that you wanted to box because you wanted to box smarter. You started doing that, then you started getting into a brawl, exactly what Zepeda was going to do.
Right.
Your corner was telling you, box.
Right.
Did that register with you, or did you just want to keep continuing with the firefight?
No, he just pulled me into it a little bit. For me, I guess I got the cojones, like everybody say, and I just want to fight with him too. But that's kind of what he likes, and yeah, just when I boxed him, when I used the jab, it was I won't say easy, but it was definitely easier. So yeah, just I wanted to go out there and box. And I mean, I feel like with this performance, I feel like I showed a little bit of everything. My gas tank is good. You know, I can go 12 hard rounds, at least 11 hard rounds. I boxed, I brawled, I banged. So I feel like I showed a lot, a complete package right now tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Regis Miguel Maravilla with Fight News. First of all, man, congratulations on the victory. The fighters that avoided you, you think they're going to be calling you out now? You think you're...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, these things, this thing here is like, you know, gold, right? So everybody wants them. So yeah, of course, the last 3 years nobody said my name, and now I have this again, and of course now everybody will start calling me out. So it is what it is. That's just how I go. That's the boxing game. I'm not tripping about it.
Regis, congratulations, Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV. Regis, walk us through the KO sequence and let us see it through your eyes. What do you remember about the moments before the fight stopped?
Really, I asked Bobby, man. I was like, man, what was the knockout punch? Because I didn't know. I just saw him hurt, and after I saw him hurt, then I just kind of went for the kill, you know. Sometimes I know he is tough, and earlier I thought that I probably would get an earlier stop out because he was cut. And when the referee said, "Oh, he's cut," and it was caused by a punch, then I was thinking, all right, maybe I stop him. But of course, he had Stitch Duran, so they got that stuff like, you know, they got that stuff they got it real quick. So, but yeah, I don't even know. I have to look at the video. You know, it was just it just happened.
Regis, next question. Rich Ortiz here with the Fighter's Voice. I was going to ask you, like I always ask you, now that you have the belt, will you pick on Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor? But I just got a text from Jose. He said, "Tell Regis I'm proud he won. I was cheering him on and would love to face him. No questions for him, Richard. Just have him get some rest, and I would love to share the ring with him." Any response for that?
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I guess, right, there's no response to that. That's cool. Listen, Jose Ramirez been ducking me for 5 years, and now I got this go, now he won't fight me. So, but listen, that's cool. We can now, listen, all right, it's cool. Thank you, Jose Ramirez. We'll fight. Listen, I wanna start changing my personality because like I have an accent and people think I'm like ignorant, like, so I want to start being more humble. I'm really trying to be more humble and stuff like that now, so I want to kind of calm myself down.
Next question. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Y'all want me to be cocky and arrogant?
Yes.
All right.
Sir. I think
y'all want me to be arrogant? Like, all right.
I think we
But
did.
my mom in here, she be telling me. Huh?
I think we did pretty well with Floyd. This is Mark Taft, the
Yo, he-
former head of HBO pay-per-view,
Yeah.
so, you know.
By the way,
Let's do it again, come on.
All right, listen, you heard it right, because I can be cocky and arrogant. If y'all want me to be like that, I can be cocky and arrogant. I can say bad words, all kinds of stuff. So,
we got the judges' scorecards, just so you know. It was 8-2, 8-2, 7-3 after 10 rounds.
okay, so I was winning.
Yeah,
Okay,
you were up
cool.
by a bunch. Yeah.
All right, cool.
When did you start feeling like that power in that left hand was the one that you needed to use throughout the fight?
Well, I mean, I felt like that from the beginning, but you know, both of us have the same power in the left hand, you know, so I was watching out for his and he was watching out for mine. And early in the fight, he was kind of staying away from me. I hit him a few times like on the side of the head, but it wasn't really on the button. So it just took a little while so I can start fighting him.
To the left over there.
Regis, congratulations on a big victory. Taking the belt back home to New Orleans. Now moving into the fight, when did you realize that you had the puncher hurt? I know he's a slugger, he comes forward. Did you know somewhere through in the mid-rounds when he started backpedaling away from you, trying to move away from your power shots, did you realize, hey, I can go in for the kill, I can finish it, or did you just realize it in the minute?
No, I mean, like I said earlier, I remember I hit him with a hard body shot, like a left hand body shot. It was real hard. It hurt him, and so he started backpedaling. I knew that hurt him, but of course we fought through that round, and you know he had a break, and I came back after that, but he kind of healed up after that. So, yeah, I mean that's all.
Moving forward, what do you want next now? An immediate unification, or are you just looking to knock down all the big names at 140 and maybe even move to 47?
No 47. No. I want to stay at 40. I changed my diet around. I can make 140 probably for the rest of my career if I really want to. I'll let Richard kind of take over as far as maybe we do unification, maybe I'll fight for the WBA, maybe I'll do that, maybe Jose Ramirez, he's a mandatory. Everybody know if I had a hit list, Josh Taylor would be first on my hit list. So I think it's a lot of big opportunities out there for me, but we'll see what they say.
It's one of the most loaded divisions in the sport, so there's certainly no shortage of names. That means big fights. Ramirez is the WBC mandatory, so we're going to see if we're going to do that. Or if a unification bout offers itself, then we might do that. And as you know, unification bouts trump mandatories, so we're just going to see what's the best. But today it's really, as I told some of you, and I mentioned it to Regis in the ring, today we're going to start the official start of the campaign. I have no doubt, based on the skills, his footwork, his punch power, everything, that he will become pound for pound the best fighter in the world. And you guys are going to see, and in order to become that, you need to have the right opponents as well. And he's at the right time, in the right division, with the right opponents, and he is the best of the division. Now that all mixed together is the recipe to become pound for pound the best fighter in the world.
Yeah. We actually, I'll tell everybody, we have 2 mandatories coming up because Teofimo Lopez is right after already because he fought for an eliminator. So if we have to do the Jose Ramirez, Teofimo Lopez mandatories, that's one route. Obviously unification is another route, but the next 2 fights could be already lined up.
Big fights.
Last question. Right over here. Last question, Richard. Is this, are we looking at the formation of another World Boxing Super Series at 140?
Well, I think sort of like been there, done that, but in a way it is, because I think these guys all want to fight each other, and I think that's the beauty of it, and we want to work with everybody. So we're not going to shut any doors like, I'm not going to work with this and I'm not going to work with that. Some other promoters do that. We don't. We're willing to work with everybody to give Regis the biggest fights. That's what he deserves, and that's what he's been waiting for.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Regis, lastly, a lot of people that know your story, go back to 2005 now, after a night like tonight, 2-time WBC 140-pound champion. Go back to 2005, what would you tell young Regis Prograis that was being evacuated from New Orleans and going over to Houston? What is something that you would tell him if you had a chance to talk to him?
If I talked to myself back then, I wouldn't even believe it. I really would. I would not believe if I can talk to my, when I was 16, when the storm hit, if I can talk to my 16-year-old self, I would not believe I would be here. Of course, I would just say, man, keep working. Because one thing about boxing, well, Maul not here, but we all came up in the same gym in Texas. And with them, with the Charlo twins, with me, we wasn't the people that was on nobody's radar. People kind of just looked over us. I don't know if y'all know that about the twins, but I was in the same position. They had a lot of, in that gym, in Savannah gym, they had a lot of dudes that was at the top. And we just, like, it's funny how things just kind of switch around. And because we just worked and worked. That's all I did. Like, I literally bust my ass. And so for the last 3 years, yeah, we talk about 2005, but now just for me, for the last 3 years, after the whole, when I lost my belt, I just put my head down and worked. That's it. I knew I was gonna get to this. I believe in myself more than, like, I know people believe me. I know my wife believed me, my daddy believed me, maybe my mom and them. But nobody believed me more than me. I mean, nobody could believe me more than me. Like, I bust my ass every single day. And, I bought a big ass house in Texas, and I have a gym, and I literally go out there every single night, and I train. So this isn't a surprise. Like, maybe a surprise to the boxing world, but this is not a surprise to me. I knew, I can sit up here and maybe be emotional and cry, but it's not, because this is not a surprise to me. I worked my ass off for this, and that's how it is.
Right.
All right. Really good. I just want to thank as well Marv Nation and Legends Entertainment. They really did a tremendous job promoting the show. I want to thank them. I had people call me throughout the telecast. It looked spectacular on air, so they did a great job. Thank you to them.
Regis, closing up, David with Boxing Overall. I just want to say thank you for a great night in boxing, and My only question is, what's your message to all the fans, and I'm pretty sure all the new fans that you gain out here in Carson, California tonight?
I'm just thankful, man. I'm just very thankful, and you know, I just want people to keep following me. You know, like I said, I told you I want to be a little. Y'all told me I want to be a little humble, but y'all told me be cocky. So I don't know how to do it now, because I can be real cocky, I can be real arrogant, and I got an accent and stuff like that. But I want to be humble. I want to be humble tonight, but.
No,
the holidays
are here, so you're gonna be humble.
You're the best at
during
turning
the
it on
holidays.
and turning it off. And
Any
you
more
know what to do,
questions?
so
Yeah.
be you.
Right. I got
Two
you.
more questions from the media.
Yes, last question from the Fighters Voice. Regis, you know, I've had you on the show over and over again, and I've said it not because you're saying it now, and you're asking yourself, who should you be? I compare you to Robert Garcia because you will get an honest answer every single time. You ask Regis Prograis a question, he's going to give you 100% the truth. So if I'm giving you advice, be you, because you got you here, and you're a two-time world champion.
Thank you.
Hey Regis, Ryan O'Hara, Legends TV. Congratulations on your win tonight. My question for you is, based on how Josh Taylor has looked in his last few fights and your training regimen, do you believe that you're a step above Josh Taylor at this point?
Yeah, I do. I want my get back more than anything. But I feel like right now, I feel like I'm the man in the division. So I do want to fight him again. But I do feel like I'm better than him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like I've been feeling like that. You know, I told you, this is not a surprise. I've been feeling like I'm the best at 140. I've been feeling like that. You know, it's sad in boxing to where it's like you take a loss, and I still feel like I won a fight, but you take a loss and people just they sweep you under the rug. You know, it's like I had to climb my way out of hell, out of boxing hell, and I'm back here. But for me, it's not a surprise. I told you it's not a surprise. I worked my ass off every single day for 3 years to get back this. So with your question, yeah, if me and him, if the fight presents itself, then yeah, and I'll definitely be for sure.
Congratulations on a great performance. You did great, and nobody can take that from you. My hat is off to you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
One more question from Cynthia Conley. Cynthia, you got one more
It's not
question.
even a question. Regis, when we talked in the back, I said this is your debut here at War Grounds. You brought it. You brought the essence. You brought what War Grounds is all about. Congratulations. You made a big statement and you made history.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all of you if I don't see you before.
And the new super lightweight champion of the world once again, the Arrow Rougarou.